More casualties in week 6 for NFL Survivor Pools. For the first time all season, a week's largest favorite loses. We'll talk all about it and get you ready for week 7 Survivor picks, as well as opening up the mailbag, all coming up next. Hello, everyone. I'm Eric Lee, the Fantasy Football Consultants. Michael Wiley is out this week, but he will be back next week, and he will be back to explain how his Survivor pick, New England Patriots, got upset by the Denver Broncos. He's not alone in getting knocked out of NFL Survivor pools with the Patriot pick. Nearly a quarter of people in NFL Survivor pools picked the Patriots. In our pool, we lost 12 participants to the Patriot pick, including 4 of my favorite viewers, Brian Taylor, Gary Payne, my Saint brother, Patrick from City Picker, inside joke, we've suffered with the Saints picks in the past, and TJ Goss, who will go down in FFC Hall of Fame for being the viewer that let us know that on the week of his wedding night, he stayed up late in his bed watching our content. Let's talk about the remainder of the folks left in our NFL Survivor Pool. It all started week 1, 269 competitors. At the beginning of week 6, we only had 49 left. And in week 6, we lost 16, 12 to the New England pick, 3 to the Minnesota pick, 1 person who forgot their pick. What's left? Only 33 participants at the end of week 6. Of those 33 participants, 2 of them is Dave Thatcher and John Stropp, who picked the Indianapolis Colts. And the Colts were down 21-0. I know you two guys were swearing at the Colts just like I did in week 1, but unlike me in week 1, the Colts came roaring back and came up with the victory for you. So congratulations. Let's talk a little bit about the Patriots. That was the second most popular pick. And the Patriots lost at home against the Denver Broncos, even though Cam Newton was back, even though Stephon Gilmore was back. I put this loss all on the New England Patriots offense. And I am starting to wonder, guys, how much the Patriots really do miss 43-year-old Tom Brady. I thought that it wouldn't be much of a drop between going from him to a younger but very experienced Cam Newton. But we'll see. What was so frustrating, if you were rooting for the Broncos and for the Patriots, was the Broncos did their very best to help the Patriots out. Not once, but twice at the end of the game when they should have just running the clock out. They threw the ball and threw interceptions, but the Patriot offense simply wasn't able to take advantage, including at the very end of the game. They got the ball down to the 20, down by 6, couldn't punch the ball in the end zone. Oh, well. So the Patriots lose a very tough one. We haven't done it in a while, so let's open up the mailbag.
Mail call. Gather around, everyone.
Well, let's see what's in the mail. What's this? A letter for me.
Can't tell you guys how much we appreciate either constructive feedback on the show or what you like to see on the show, or what most of this mailbag has been really telling us you love our content. Rick Miller says, always look forward to the show. Thanks for all your good analysis and hard work. Fast Bill says, love the show. Always the best part of my week during football season. Acid Dark says, love the weekly video. Keep growing. And Constantine says, appreciate all the videos. Always love using this as a way to organize my thoughts on the upcoming week. You know what? Hearing the comment about keep growing reminds me of what I Gary and I talked about when we first started this channel. We said, you know what? Wouldn't it be great if we had 100 or 200 people who consistently watch our content and we could connect with them? Well, it's amazing that just 3 seasons later, little over a year of total filming, that we have just passed the 7,000 subscriber level. We are definitely humbled.
Wow! Wow! All I can say is wow!
All right, so let's get to why you showed up for this video. Let's talk about Week 7's games. All right, the top 5 games that we think you should at least be considering this week. The LA Rams at home, 5.5-point favorites over Chicago. The New Orleans Saints are also at home, 7.5-point favorites over Carolina. The LA Chargers at home, 8-point favorites over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kansas City hits the road to traveling to Denver, yet they are still 9.5-point favorites. When Buffalo Bills, big 12-point road favorites over those New York Jets. All right, well, let's start with the LA Chicago game. I have to immediately eliminate this game from contention because in NFL Survivor, you are picking against the team just as much as you're picking for a team. So what the heck are you doing picking against a Chicago team that is 5-1, a Chicago team that is coming off wins against the Panthers and the Bucks over the last 2 weeks? They're playing good ball, where the Rams just lost to the 49ers. This is not a game I have any confidence in. So I am going to just simply pass on this. I have more confidence in the New Orleans Saints at home against Carolina, but veteran FFC fans should scare you with that, because the last 2 years I have picked the New Orleans Saints at home more than a touchdown favorite, and both times they have lost, right? And I don't know if it's that, or honestly, I think it's more of this Carolina Panther team that is playing pretty good ball. They probably once again won't have Christian McCaffrey, but they still scare me. New Orleans does come off a bye. They should get Michael Thomas back. So I understand why you might want to pick New Orleans, but there are other games on the list that I feel a lot better about. And one of those games are the LA Chargers against the Jacksonville Jaguars. 8-point favorites the Chargers are. Really like this team with Justin Herbert as their QB, playing much better. Like New Orleans, they're coming off a bye. Full disclosure, the LA Chargers have lost 4 games in a row. But I want to remind you that they were in all of those 4 games. And who are the teams they played? They played the Chiefs, the Panthers, the Bucks, and the Saints. Bucks and the Saints. Look, all of those teams are substantially better than the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have lost 5 games in a row. That's right. Since they upset the Colts and upset me in week 1, they have lost 5 straight games. And in all 5 of those games, they have given up 30 points or more. This is something I think the Chargers should be able to take advantage of. Now, I already picked the Chargers, and it didn't work out for me. But anyway, I already picked the Chargers, so I can't pick them again. But of the games we've talked about, I feel most confident with the LA Chargers. All right, let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, who are playing at Denver. Now, if you are thinking about picking the Chiefs this week,
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
why do I say that? Do I think Denver at home with Drew Lock as a quarterback may upset the Chiefs? No, I don't. But here's the deal. Future value, folks. And I know what you're saying. Eric, I can't be dealing with future value. I got to get through this week. I can't worry about 5, 6, 7 weeks into the future. I'm not talking about 5, 6, 7 weeks in the future. I'm talking about 1 week in the future when the Kansas City Chiefs are at home hosting the New York Jets. Look, there are no sure things in the NFL, but this is as sure as it gets. The Chiefs are the best team in the NFL playing at home against the New York Jets, who are the worst team in the NFL. So I am not picking the Chiefs this week. I am going to save them for next week so I can come in here with shades on, relax, have a very enjoyable Sunday for watching NFL Survivor, and know I have as close to a bye as possible. So who am I going with? How about who's playing the New York Jets this week? So my pick is the Buffalo Bills, monster 12-point favorites at the New York Jets. And I know I am breaking a whole bunch of rules here. I am picking a team that's on the road. I am picking a divisional game. I don't care. Those rules that other people have that I don't really follow much, all are trumped by the fact that they play the Jets. That Jet team, who is 0-6 this year, that Jet team that has lost by an average of 18 points a game this year. The Jet team, it's not like they've been playing just superstar teams. Who have they lost to? 4 of their losses have come to a very injured San Francisco 49er team. They lost to the Denver Broncos, to the Arizona Cardinals, and the Miami Dolphins. So I'm not concerned. Besides, I think the Buffalo Bills are better than all those teams. And by the way, who gave another one of the Jets their loss this year? These same Buffalo Bills. So I feel confident that to be able to pick the Buffalo Bills this week. All right, so let's take a look at our experts panel. It looks a lot like an American family in the middle of a recession. Bills everywhere. I am going with the Buffalo Bills. The crowd is going with the Buffalo Bills, and Las Vegas is going with the Buffalo Bills. Michael has let me know he would have gone with the Buffalo Bills, but he picked the Bills already in week 1. So he is going to put his hopes and prayers on the New Orleans Saints. All right, Mike and I usually add an extra little topic. I just will briefly say something that's really been annoying me. As a Seattle Seahawks fan and the NFC West, all 4 teams in the NFC West have better records than all 4 teams in the NFC East, or should I call it the NFC least. In first place, all by themselves, is the 2-4 Dallas Cowboys, who just got destroyed at home by the NFC West team, the Arizona Cardinals. But, and that team is totally in disarray. One of the worst defenses, I'm talking about the Cowboys now, in the NFL. And look, Andy Dalton's a good backup, an excellent backup, but going from Dak to him, they're going to have a lot of trouble. So it'll be interesting to watch. Will all 4 teams of the NFC West have better records than all 4 teams of the NFC East by the end of the season? Answer that question in the comment section. So that'll do it for week 7. It was really weird to be alone. I'll be happy to welcome Michael Wiley back next week to talk NFL Survivor. Once again, thank you guys so much for all the support. Don't forget to list in the comments, regardless of whether you're out of the pool or not, let us know what you think. Who do you think is your NFL Survivor pick this week? And who is a game you think you really would avoid? Love to hear your opinion. Until next week, take care, everybody. Be safe, and we'll see you next time.